Welcome. I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. So in today's video, I want to take a look at a stock that has had a good run coming into 2022. And I wanted to discuss some of the things I look for when I'm looking for stocks for paid clients. So BPT is the stock here. And we can see that it did break out. This is the weekly. And so we are on the same page or on the same chart. So this is 2-year weekly. And what we are looking at here is there was a good breakout right here. A nice entry. And we can say it essentially doubled, moving from 5 to 10.50 in a couple of weeks. So a good gain. Now, I personally did not recommend this at the time. There's a couple of things on the chart, which is what I want to discuss in this video. But it's a good example of why one can use the breakout strategy, because rather than be caught in a sideways to down market, let's say all this phase, we can see that this was a good breakout entry, irrespective of one's, let's say, reservations at the time. So right now, and I might come back to this weekly chart, maybe not, but what I've done is I've set a new breakout alert for the recent weekly closing high from last week at about 10.50. In case this stock ever clears that price level, now that we are seeing a rest period, then any future breakout is worth another look, another consideration if it ever breaks out again. If it doesn't break out, then definitely will not be worth a second look. Now, let's go and take a look at the monthly chart. Now, taking a look at the RSI and MACDs, we can see that one of the reasons, if not the main reason, why the stock had this explosive run is because it met the minimum requirements for what I call the ultimate Muathe breakout. Now, as it moved above this monthly closing high from middle of 2021, once it cleared that, that was a breakout buy signal right there, as we can see. And take a look at where your RSI was trading. Your RSI was definitely at 3-year highs. And we can see at least one of the MACDs was also moving to 3-year highs. And as you know, if you are new to this concept, that is the minimum requirements met for the concept, which is a concept brought to you by yours truly, my own original research method. So I call it the ultimate Muathe breakout, where you need to see the RSI move above and make a move to 3-year highs. And one of the MACDs should move also to 3-year highs. So that might explain that explosive run there. Now, I want to discuss why I have my own reservations unless it breaks out. So based on the weekly, there's a close there on the weekly at about 10.50. That's the next buy point, in my opinion. If it doesn't break out, we don't even consider it. If it breaks out, it's worth another serious look. Now, let me share with you my thoughts when I take a look at the long-term picture. So this is 3 years of monthly data, 3 years monthly. Now we're going to go to all data monthly, or at least going back to 1990. Now, I would have to say, and it is worth study. One can write a book about this very successful period. But that's not the discussion for today. For today, we're going to be taking a look at what I feel could be one of the couple issues here with the current chart. All right, the first one is, in my opinion, an obvious one for me, because if I take a look at where it broke down off the highs. So this is where my reservations come in, and why I probably skipped on this one at the time when it was breaking out. There's a movement off the highs there of 2012. We take that information, draw our uniformity line based on my own original concept and method, which I call the uniformity concept. Link should be in the description. If I draw a line as such, you can see that we've actually had a couple of reactions in this line, this area of the RSI. As you can see here, double top, that was a clear sell signal right there for the highs of 2014, which correspond with the highs of crude oil and XLE at that time. Again, here, it looks very messy, but at the end of the day, it's uniform action. In fact, if we take that area, so let's take this area here. Let me explain it briefly. Take the red line to be this area here. What the RSI did in 2018 on this monthly chart is it tagged it once, came down a little bit, went above it, and something like that. So you can see the first initial touch or movement is right there. Right there. It's hard to see, but it's right there. And maybe I should draw this part here like this. So the red arrow is this little move here. In fact, let me draw that again. Why am I taking time to do this? It's because once you understand that uniform activity comes in many shapes and forms, a lot of these things start to make sense and they speak to you. So the red line again is right here. And what the RSI did in 2018 is, let me try and see if I can get it correctly, is something like that. Something like that. And so in my opinion, this is double resistance. Two instances where you have uniform action above the line and back below it, right here, which again correspond to this area here and here. At any rate, that was a sell signal, friends, and a clear reversal area, which is why in the here and now, this very moment, there's a huge question mark as to whether we are going to clear this red line, given that since the break in 2012, it has been resistance. Now, we also have to remember stocks can change their behavior. So movement above this red line is needed if there's going to be a clear and strong push beyond the 1050 weekly closing high. That's why I'm saying we need to see a fresh breakout, or at least I need to see a fresh breakout above 1050-ish, which is the weekly closing level. Without that breakout, it means that the monthly is confirming potential resistance. So again, another reason why you play breakouts. Breakouts tend to work because a stock clears all forms of resistances that you might not be aware of. And hence why playing breakouts makes a lot of sense. Owning something at the precise time it starts exploding and erupting higher in price. And so it is. I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I leave you, beloveds, as I found you, in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. Go forth rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one Creator, Adonai.